राष्ट्रीय प्रसारण दिवस के अवसर पर प्रसार भारती के मुख्य कार्यकारी अधिकारी श्री शशि शेखर वेम्पति से की गई विशेष बातचीत, जिसे हम अपने दिल्ली केंद्र से रिले करेंगे।
Prasar Bharati, Shri Shashi Shekhar Vempati. Sir, today is the raising day of one of the largest, possibly the most diverse broadcasting organizations of the world. And in less than a decade from now, this phenomenon will celebrate a century of its existence in India. How do you look at this epic journey, especially on the role of All India Radio in nation building and that too throughout?
Yeah, today is, I think, a very important day for not just All India Radio, but for the world of broadcasting itself. Today is the day when the first radio signals were transmitted in India, even before All India Radio was born. In fact, even before independent India was born. As you all know, the history of radio and broadcasting in India precedes our independence. It is a very long and rich legacy. It is a witness of our history, of how modern India has shaped and evolved. So in that sense, I would not limit the significance and importance of this day to just All India Radio. Instead, I would say that today is important to the entire broadcasting community and everyone who feels linked or associated with broadcasting in any manner, both in India as well as around the world, given that we are the largest democracy, the only billion people democracy in the planet.
Sir, in the present day and times, how is Akashvani All India Radio positioned vis-a-vis public service broadcasters globally, especially in terms of reach and penetration?
See, we are very unique in our role as public broadcaster, in the sense that not only are we serving a very large population, which runs into more than a billion, but we also are serving the greatest diversity. And this kind of diversity, I don't believe any public service broadcaster anywhere in the world is servicing. Mm-hmm. Just the sheer number of regions, languages, dialects, and the sheer volume of content that is addressing the diverse needs of various communities across India makes us a very unique and complex public service broadcaster. While others may have a longer history, may have a greater brand recall, no other public broadcaster can claim to be serving the diversity that we do. So in that sense, we are very unique and first among equals as far as public service broadcasting across the world is concerned.
Sir, over the last few years, All India Radio has witnessed exponential growth in terms of active presence on a multitude of social media platforms. How has the response been, both in terms of listener interactivity and revenue, both?
It's a journey, and All India Radio has taken several steps to transform itself for this digital journey. Digital serves two purposes. The first is a obvious one, which is that today's youth identify themselves more with digital technology, smartphones, social media, than they can relate to the traditional radio set. We hardly see traditional radios in homes, unlike what it was in the past when we were growing up, when you had the big, the big dial tuner, valve-based radios and transistor radios and so on. Today's youth only know about YouTube and SoundCloud and Alexa and so on. So to them, for us to be able to connect with them, digital is very important. So that's the first obvious reason. But the second less obvious reason is by embracing digital technologies and making all of our content available digitally, we are also opening ourselves to a medium of feedback, real-time feedback. Unlike in the past where, you had to wait for a listener to write to you in a letter or a postcard. Today, the feedback is instantaneous on social media. And I think this is a very important thing because given how large and complex our network is, having our content available digitally helps us get good feedback, sharp feedback across the network. So if something goes wrong somewhere, I know it instantaneously because I can track it on Twitter. And this ultimately will help improve our content, make our content more listener friendly, more relevant. So as I say, sunlight is the best disinfectant in the same sense. Having all of our content available on digital media opens it up to listener scrutiny, listener feedback in a real-time sense, which would not have been possible in the past.
Sir, research and development on the technical side is a vital component of the entire broadcasting spectrum. Are there special efforts on this facet as well in order to upgrade listening experience? And on the other hand, in the backdrop of AIR's special role during adversities such as natural disasters or pandemics, etc.?
Absolutely. I think we need to continuously upgrade the technology. Digital radio is one such technology, be it on medium wave with DRM or be it with any of the other standards on FM and so on. With the digital radio, you also have the ability to send text messages, as you were pointing out. So this becomes handy in case of disasters where you want to flash some emergency messages and so on. So digital radio is a evolving technology space for us in India. And so there is a need for R&D, there's a need for innovations around it. But that would still be a very linear, incremental sort of evolution. What I would challenge our startups, our technologists, is that think of a way where we can do a quantum leap. Where, for example, what is the convergence between 5G technologies and radio? What if tomorrow I can do radio broadcasting on a 5G network? Right? And that way I can reach every smartphone and make a leap rather than, look at a very incremental sort of evolution. So we have to look at technology out of the box, think differently, and also look at these new age devices. Alexa is one example. There are several other devices. How do we get radio content onto these intelligent devices and make them, artificial intelligence enabled, so that it becomes easier for people to discover our content and to experience our content.
So, Honorable Prime Minister lays great emphasis on reaching out to the last person, the marginalized of the marginalized. In the backdrop of AIR's motto of Bahujan Hitay, Bahujan Sukhay, how challenging is the task considering India's diversity that you talked about?
Yeah, making radio relevant to the last person and at the lowest, of the strata in society is very important for a public service broadcaster, especially in a country like India, which also means that our content has to be relevant to everyone, across layers of society. And our responsibility in ensuring and keeping alive traditions, linguistic traditions, oral traditions from across India is also that much more important. Also ensuring that public communication, be it in terms of emergencies, be it in terms of a disaster, be it in terms of a pandemic, for example, all health-related information, all of this becomes very important, and making it easily accessible in a manner where the common man can understand or the common person can understand becomes very important. And radio is perhaps the medium with the greatest ubiquity and also a very low barrier. Right, anyone can listen to it very easily through their phones, through small radio sets, anywhere they are. And so, given that reach and that ease of use, it becomes a very important medium for staying connected with even the last person at the lowest strata of society, and also ensuring that we give them a message of hope. So it's not just about government schemes and what is happening in the public domain, but also about inspirational stories of entrepreneurship, innovation, how they can make a career, how they can improve their economic condition, aspire for more, and become a part of this rising India story. So in that sense, radio has a very important role to play.
We asked this question to you, sir, as a radio listener now. Going back to your university days, what did you and your friends like listening to on your transistor sets?
The most popular, of course, was cricket commentary. I remember, listening to cricket commentary, especially Ranji Trophy.
Huh.
In those days, it would come on Hyderabad B. You would get Telugu commentary. And I remember Sachin Tendulkar at the age of 15 or 16 playing in Hyderabad and listening to him for the first time, listening about him playing for the first time. So that is one memory. I also remember Kapil Dev's 175 not out during the 80s World Cup. I remember listening to that on radio as well. So these are some memories that I cherish on radio from my younger days.
Shri Shashi Shekhar Vempati, Chief Executive Officer, Prasar Bharati. Thank you so much for sparing time for your listeners. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
बारिश की बूंद राष्ट्रीय प्रसारण दिवस के अवसर पर प्रसार भारती के मुख्य कार्यकारी अधिकारी श्री शशि शेखर वेम्पति से की गई विशेष बातचीत अभी आपने सुनी, जिसे हमने अपने दिल्ली केंद्र से रिले किया। ये विविध भारती है। सुनिए चित्रपट संगीत।
मेरे देश में हो, मेरे देश में, मेरे देश में पवन चले पुरवाई हो, मेरे देश में, मेरे देश को देखने भाई सारी दुनिया आई, मेरे देश में हो, मेरे देश में पवन चले पुरवाई हो, मेरे देश में। झिलमिल तारा चमके, डगमग डगमग नैया डोले, रिमझिम बादल बरसे रामा हो, गुन 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 भंवरे झूमे, झर 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 झरने झूमे, छम छम पायल बाजे रामा हो, हे गैया नाचे बांसुरी बजाए रे कन्हई, मेरे देश में हो, मेरे देश में पवनों चले पुरवाई हो, मेरे देश में। जीवन अपना सुंदर सपना, कौन पराया कौन है अपना, प्यार सभी का अपने दिल में हो, हर एक रंग के फूल है खिलते, हर मजहब के लोग हैं मिलते, इस बगिया में इस महफिल में हो, हम सारे हैं भारतवासी, सब है भाई भाई, मेरे देश में हो, मेरे देश में पवन चले पुरवाई हो, मेरे देश में। की डाली पे कोयल गीत सुनाए कोमल कोमल मेरे बाग की कलियों के हो। पतझर मस्त बहारों जैसे पत्थर भी है तारों जैसे मेरे गांव की गलियों के हो। मेरे खेत की मट्टी ने सोने की सूरत पाई मेरे देश में हो। मेरे देश में पवन चले पुरवाई हो। मेरे देश में मेरे देश को देखने भाई सारी दुनिया आई मेरे देश में हो। मेरे देश में पवन चले पुरवाई हो मेरे देश में।
मोहम्मद रफ़ी की आवाज़ में अभी आपने जिगरी दोस्त फिल्म का ये गाना सुना। संगीतकार लक्ष्मीकांत प्यारेलाल थे। अब जो गीत हम आपको सुनवाने वाले हैं उसे लिया है प्यार का मौसम फिल्म से। मोहम्मद रफ़ी की आवाज़ है, शब्द रचना है मजरूर सुल्तानपुरी की और संगीत आर.डी. बर्मन का है।
जाऊं कहाँ तुम बिन जाऊं कहाँ के दुनिया में आके कुछ न फिर चाह सनम तुमको चाह के। तुम बिन जाऊं कहाँ के दुनिया में आके कुछ न फिर चाह सनम तुमको चाह के। तुम बिन देखो मुझे सर से कदम तक सिर्फ प्यार हूँ मैं। गले से लगा लो के तुम्हारा बेकरार हूँ मैं। तुम क्या जानो के भटकता फिरा किस किस गली तुमको चाह के। तुम बिन जाऊं कहाँ के दुनिया में आके कुछ न फिर चाह सनम तुमको चाह के। तुम बिन अब है सनम हर मौसम प्यार के काबिल। पड़ी जहाँ छाँव हमारी सज गई महफिल। महफिल क्या तन्हाई में भी लगता है जी तुमको चाह के। तुम बिन जाऊं कहाँ तुम बिन जाऊं कहाँ के दुनिया में आके कुछ न फिर चाह सनम तुमको चाह के। तुम बिन
किशोर कुमार की आवाज़ में आइए सुनते हैं। योगेश की रचना, संगीत आर डी बर्मन का है और फिल्म का नाम है मंजिल।
रिमझिम गिरे सावन, सुलग सुलग जाए मन, भीगे आज इस मौसम में, लगी कैसी ये अगन। रिमझिम गिरे सावन, सुलग सुलग जाए मन, भीगे आज इस मौसम में, लगी कैसी ये अगन। रिमझिम गिरे सावन। जब घुंघरूओं सी बजती है बूंदें, अरमां हमारे पलके नमूने, कैसे देखें सपने नयन, सुलग सुलग जाए मन, भीगे आज इस मौसम में, लगी कैसी ये अगन। रिमझिम गिरे सावन। महफिल में कैसे कह दे किसी से, दिल बंध रहा है किस अजनबी से। महफिल में कैसे कह दे किसी से, दिल बंध रहा है किस अजनबी से। हाय करे अब क्या जतन, सुलग सुलग जाए मन, भीगे आज इस मौसम में, लगी कैसी ये अगन। रिमझिम गिरे सावन, सुलग सुलग जाए मन, भीगे आज इस मौसम में, लगी कैसी ये अगन। रिमझिम गिरे सावन।
आइए अब सुनते हैं फिल्म ज़मीन आसमान का ये गाना, जिसे गाया है लता मंगेशकर ने। गीतकार हैं अनजान और संगीत है आर डी बर्मन का। अभी आप सुन रहे थे चित्रपट संगीत। हम विविध भारती से बोल रहे हैं। रात्रि के 10 बजने वाले हैं। ठीक 10 बजे आप सुनेंगे हिंदी में समाचार। ये समाचार आकाशवाणी के दिल्ली केंद्र से रिले किए जाएंगे।
अब आप देवेंद्र त्रिपाठी से समाचार सुनिए। प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने कहा है कि पूर्वोत्तर क्षेत्र में भारत की आर्थिक वृद्धि का इंजन बनने की क्षमता है। उन्होंने कहा कि कोविड-19 महामारी के दौरान भी सरकार अथक अभियान के